I just learned the secret to how the people of Maine have been cooking lobster for generations, and it was so easy, even I was able to do it with amazing results. It turned out about 47 million times better than any lobster I've ever had, according to my calculations. I've had lobster before, but I wasn't that impressed with it. I've had it in restaurants, I've had people cook it for me in various ways. It was okay, but I never thought it lived up to all the hype until I had authentic Maine lobster. Here's how it all started. It all started a few days ago when all of a sudden I found myself on the coast of Maine, right in the heart of the lobster fishing capital of the world. Had a good time interacting with some of the locals. Fortunately, I was traveling with someone who spent many years with some of the locals and learned all their secrets. One of their big secrets is to cook the lobster in seawater. If you don't have access to seawater, you can make salt water using salt and water. Seawater is what they use there, and it's hard to argue with lobster that's 47 million times better than any lobster I've ever had. Make sure you use clean seawater that's not polluted. Make sure there's no toxic algae blooms. Consult with real experts to make sure the water you're using is safe. Don't just listen to some guy on YouTube. The water in the bay where we were staying looked questionable, but the water on this beach was looking good. We'll pick some rockweed for a place for the lobsters to snuggle into, to keep them cozy and comfortable until well, we're going to try to keep the process as less worse for them as we can. We saw these guys loading up their truck right out of the boat. We thought maybe we could buy some lobster from them right off the boat. But they didn't have lobster, they were fishing for pogies. But they told us where their facility was and we could go there and get lobster. These things sure are goofy looking, but they're also kind of beautiful. It's a shame we're going to do what we're going to have to do to them. But I heard somebody say it's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings. But I don't know that that was meant to be taken literally. I better stop playing with these things before I start making friends with them. Hey, that's not very friendly. Let go of me. Now I know why they put rubber bands on the big scary ones. I only kept enough water in the pot to mostly cover the lobster. I don't think they have to be fully covered. The steam will cook them too. Now we wait for it to boil. Still not boiling yet. It's still not boiling. They say a watched pot never boils, but I'm not so sure I believe that. Although if somebody would quit letting the heat out every time they open the lid to see if it's boiling, that might help. Okay, I'll go sit over here for a while, so I'll quit opening the lid. I'm just not that patient. Still not boiling. I bet we can prove that a watched pot does boil. Even though it's taking forever. Look, I just proved it. A boiled pot does, a watched pot does boil. After the water started boiling, I did the unthinkable to the lobsters. I didn't show that part because some people might get a little bit squeamish about what we just did. But if you get squeamish about that, you probably shouldn't be watching a video about how to cook a lobster. I'm sure you can imagine how that whole situation went down. Once the water came back up to a boil with everyone in it, we let it boil for about 12 minutes. That was just right for these 3 close to 2-pound lobsters. For different sized lobster, you can check on the internet. It's easy to find the amount of time you need to boil them. This part of the process would be a lot easier if you have some good grabbers, or tongs I guess they call them. I would like to nominate these ones to be contestants at the World's Worst Tongs in the Universe award ceremony show. I think they have a very good shot at winning first place.
That is a big lobster.
It also helps when you have good cutters. These ones may get a nomination too.
It's supposed to be soft shell.
Turn the lobster upside down to drain all the juice out, which can be used as stock for cooking other things. Actually, from the lobster's point of view, this may not be upside down, this would be front side down. Although the lobster probably doesn't care too much about that at this point. Ow, 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 these are hot. Chow time. This lobster was so good, I wouldn't want to put any sauce on it, no garlic butter. All that would do is cover up the good flavor of the lobster. Here at the table, I was taught the proper way to disassemble a lobster, get all the meat out of the shell without wasting any. One of the things I learned is a lot of people end up leaving a lot of good meat inside the shell, and it ends up getting thrown away and goes to waste. If there's enough interest in this video, I can edit that footage, make a video, show you the proper way to disassemble and eat a lobster.
Let's each grab some legs. These are good meaty legs that we should get the meat from because, again, it's delicious, flaky meat with a nice texture, and it's hard to get to, but it's worth it.
If you want me to put that video together, let me know in the comments.
Some gills coming out there and inside that nice white meat.